Good morning, everybody. Man, we got a great turnout today already in the chat. Got a lot of can't even speak. Got a lot of fans here. Dougal is in the house. Dimitri in the house. Jeremy Harvey. You said you can't find the Discord link. Check the description. I've been having issues with OBS now. Like whenever I start the stream and go live, let's move away from this truck here. It's a little bit loud. Whenever I start from OBS and go live, my descriptions get deleted. So hopefully it's still there. If you don't see it, I'll have to I'll post a link or something over in Cruise. But yeah, something with Streamlabs is all jacked up. Dimitri's in the house. Thumbs up on the Coronas. I'll have an extra couple for you here. It's 101 degrees today. Man, that's toasty. It's like Texas heat almost. Osama, Q8 pilot, coming in with $100 bomb donation. I don't know if you're watching, if you're in the chat, man. Q8, thank you so much, man, for that support. That is a extremely generous offer. Thank you for enjoying the content. I know you've done a couple shout-outs for my channel already. I can't thank you enough, man. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. And I'm telling you, as soon as that a proper multi-crew comes out, FlyJSim, when their multi-crew comes out, we got to do some flights together because you have created some awesome content and really got my X-Plane up to par. So without you, I would probably still be on FSX. But hey, all right, guys, we are in the legendary 737-200, and this aircraft just received a major update. So it's got rain effects, weather radar, a couple. I think they've tweaked the sounds a little bit, but it's unreal, man. If you guys don't have the 737-200, you guys really need to consider it because I think it is probably one of the best add-ons, if not the best add-on in X-Plane. And the thing that makes this aircraft so great from FlyJ is that the sounds and everything, it comes with the airplane. Like, you don't have to go download sound packs and all this stuff. It's all there. And look, you can change the lights in the cabin from the flight attendant panel here. Like, this is unbelievable. This airplane is legendary. So, yes, I'm an Airbus driver, and I'm a huge Airbus fan, but it doesn't mean I hate Boeing by any means, and I definitely think this 737-200 is a legendary aircraft. So, let's get it started. We've got a lot to do today. We are going to be taking off from Salt Lake City, and we're going off to Denver. Again, I wanted to fly over some nice ortho terrain. So I've got the ortho set up, and let's close this cockpit door here because it's a little bit loud with the passengers in the background there. Close them out. And I'm going to go ahead and fire up the APU right away just because the ground truck is very loud. So I'm sitting on ground power right now. We're going to go ahead and just fire up the APU. And then we'll get the SIVA warmed up. We'll get aligned. We're going to do mostly VOR to VOR again, but we are going to be using SIVA to back us up a little bit. Jeremy says you only see that Streamlabs link. Man, I'm sorry. I guess the description is not working. I don't know why. I even tried updating the description before I started the stream, but hold on. Let me try to let me see if I can get a link for you here. I wonder if I don't know why Streamlabs is doing that. I apologize. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to post it right here. So go to that link, and you should be able to join the Discord. I don't know why the descriptions aren't in there. have to figure that out. All right, let's go ahead and get some pre-flight done here. We got our flaps and slats. We can turn that on bright for now. Stall warning horn, test that. Boom, that looks good. CVR, got our oxygen pressure, that looks good. Coming down the left-hand side of the panel here. APU is up and running. Let's go ahead and switch over the APU gen. We can go ahead and disconnect the ground cart now because roll out there. All right, we got that disconnected. Everything else looks good. We're going to come right back up here. Fast seatbelts are on, armed. And let's go ahead and get the APU bleed on. Let's get the packs on. We'll get some air conditioning while we're sitting here on the ground. We don't need the bleeds on. Our cruising altitude today is going to be 30, I believe I filed us for 31,000 feet. Our landing altitude in Denver is 5280. That looks good. And we can go ahead and turn, oops, not that way, turn the logo light on. There we go. Alright, coming back down here. Everything else looks good. Let's hop over to our SIVA. Now, with SIVA, this isn't going to be a tutorial for SIVA, but I'll try to answer as many questions as I can. Q8 Pilot has the best tutorial out there for the SIVA INS. I don't have anything to add to it. I wouldn't change it, so if you are struggling with SIVA and you want a good tutorial video, check out Q8. He's got a couple SIVA videos on there for you. OT asked, is this a, does this have GPS? It does, but I think it's an absolute sin to fly with the default FMC. If you come to the settings here, you can change your nav system. This is what I'm talking about. When I say best aircraft in X-Plane, look at the options that this comes with out of the box. Okay, you can change this. I'm not going to change it now because I have my SIVA warming up. But you could go SIVA, you can go no nav system, so you can do strictly VOR to VOR, and then you can also load in the default FMC. You can change your sounds, you can change a bunch of other settings here, air cart, GPU cart, all this stuff. So we're going to leave it as that for now. We're going to come into the position, and we need to align. So we're at Salt Lake City, and we need to know our gate number. I forget, we are sitting at Charlie 5. So, unfortunately, you guys can't see this part that I'm going to enter, but I'm entering the gate coordinates that I wrote down for Charlie 5. So, let's see. Charlie 5 coordinates are going to be north 40473, insert, followed by west 111588. Insert that. Boom. So now the aircraft will begin its alignment phase. And you can tell here, this is our nav index right here. You want it below 5. We're going to try to take it down to 0 or 1. And what will happen is this will start trickling down. We're at 95, it'll go 85, 65, etc. And I believe the closer you are to the equator, or is it the temperature? Now I'm getting some conflicting information in my brain. I believe it's the equator position. If you're closer to the equator, it will align faster. And I think something with outside air temperature also has something to do with this. But while that is aligning, we're going to go ahead and throw in some of our waypoints. So we're going to put in waypoint number 1, and then I'll bring up my tablet here. And what we're going to do is we're not going to program every single fix. What we're going to program are the VORs and the destination field. That way I can have some quick references if I need them throughout the flight. But we're going to be flying on Victor Airways anyway, so we're not going to need to program these little waypoints in between there. And you can only take up to 9, I believe it's 9 waypoints. And then you can add waypoints en route if you want to do that, but I don't do that. This is a shorter flight, so. All right, let's go ahead and I'm going to get this programmed, and then I'll pay more attention to the chat because I want to get this going. This process can take a little bit of time. So Our first waypoint is going to be MTU. Let me zoom in on this here. So we're going to put in MTU, which is north 4008 decimal niner. Insert that, followed by the west coordinates of 110076. Insert that. We're going to go to waypoint 2. We're going to scroll down to EKR. So that is also north coordinate 4004 decimal 0. Insert that, followed by the west coordinate of followed by the west coordinate of 10755 decimal 5. Insert that. The next waypoint is going to be Romeo Lima Golf, which is north 4000 decimal 1. Insert that, followed by west 10626 decimal 5. Insert that. And waypoint 4 is going to be DVV, which is north 3953 decimal 6. Insert that, followed by west 10437 decimal 4. Insert that. And now our final waypoint that we're going to put in here is going to be Denver itself. So we're going to go north, and then the field itself is going to be located at 3951 decimal 7. Insert that, followed by the west coordinate for Denver, 10440 All right, that is inserted. Now we can come back to our desired track. You can see we're at 55. The aircraft is aligning nice and quick. No, not super quick, but all right. Let's come over to Salt Lake City. Now, for the route of flight, where is my Salt Lake chart? There it is. For the route of flight, I didn't file any SID, but I have a feeling they're going to give us the Salt Lake 4 departure. And then for going into Denver, we don't have any arrival that takes us in from the west that's not an RNAV. So I'm really hoping Pilot Edge is going to work with us this morning, and they'll get us vectors in there. All right, let's just go through a before start checklist. I use the default checklist. It works well for me. But if you guys, have another checklist, by all means, that probably works too. But this is what comes with the airplane. You can also add things to this. It's unbelievable. All right, before start, battery is on, APU is on, stall warning has been checked, emergency lights are on, passenger signs are on, window heat. Let's go ahead and get that fired up right now. I believe pitot-static stays off for now. Window heat is on, radio transponder, we're going to set that, and the parking brake is set. Then we're going to do our engine start checklist after, but we need to contact Pilot Edge and our ATIS information. So I'm going to pull up the tablet again. ATIS for Salt Lake is 2475.
Salt Lake.
Following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information golf.
Information golf this morning. I'm going to turn him down just a wee bit.
Salt Lake City International Airport. ATIS information golf. 1454 Zulu. Wind 150 at 7. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 15,000 to 2,000 scattered. Temperature 22. Dew point 7. Altimeter 3004. Arriving and departing runways 4. 16 left. 16 right. 17. Visual approaches in use. Simultaneous approaches to parallel runways in use.
Okay.
VFR departures, contact, clearance, delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following.
Alright, we don't need him anymore. Our clearance delivery is 27.3. Let's put him on comma 1. Alright. We need to put this in standby mode for now because we don't have any clearance. And this is going to be interesting. Hopefully he gives us what I'm expecting. Good morning, Salt Lake Ground, Continental 522 with information Golf, looking to pick up IFR to Denver.
Continental 522, Salt Lake clearance cleared to the Denver airport. Salt Lake 4 departure. Red vectors to the Rock Springs VOR, Oscar Charlie Sierra. And then Rams 7 arrival. Maintain 10,000, squawk 4320.
Alright, not at all what I was expecting. Okay, we're cleared Salt Lake 4 departure, radar vectors to Romeo Charlie Sierra, and then I missed the arrival. Come and maintain 10,000, squawk 4320.
Continental 522, it's the Oscar Charlie Sierra VOR, and then Rams 7 arrival.
Roger. Did you say ROM 7? Can I get the phonetic on that, please? I'm not sure what arrival he's... yeah, ROM 7. Isn't that is it an RNAV? Oh, no, it is. We can do it ROM 7. Oh, I see it now. We got it. So we're clear to Denver via the Salt Lake 4 departure, radar vectors, Romeo Charlie Sierra, ROMs for arrival. Come maintain 10,000, squawk 4320 for Continental 522. Sorry about that.
Continental 522 is the Oscar Charlie Sierra VOR, OCS, and then Rams 7 arrival.
Oscar Charlie Sierra off the Salt Lake 4, Continental 522. Thank you.
Continental 522, read back correct.
Alright, so that pretty much changes everything we just did. So let me take a quick look at that. It's going to be... I'll keep you outside here. So we are going to be doing the Salt Lake City 4. Oscar Charlie Sierra. Alright, what is he? Let's look here. So that means our waypoints are pretty much going to be poo-pooed at this point. But here is the Salt Lake 4. And radar vectors to Oscar Charlie Sierra, which is Rock Springs. Okay, and then the ROMs 4. Let me go ahead and download that chart real quick, and then I'll be able to throw it into my ID board here. So what I'm doing is I'm going to go Denver. Oh yeah, I must have missed that. ROM 7. That's a perfect one. Save that to our nav log. Now hopefully if I come back here, go home, charts. Not there. That's the Larks. I don't want the Larks. I thought maybe that it would load up for me without having to... Let me check my folders here. Sorry guys, bear with me here for a second. I'm trying to download, I've got the chart downloaded, but for some reason... Alright, ROMs 7. If I had to restart X-Plane, I'll just keep it up on my side so you guys don't have to... It should be in there. Heavy tab, let's put it in this chart here. Alright, well, that's fine for now. Let's take a look at our SIVA. We'll figure that out here in a second. Make sure our SIVA is good. We're at 0.5, so we can go ahead and select nav mode. When we bring up the map here, we're going to OCS, which is... we got to find OCS now. This is RVU. Well, we'll go to OCS from here. Alright, we know OCS is going to be 116.0. So let's go ahead and put that in our nav radio, 116.0. We've got that tuned in nav 1. Dimitri coming in, $20 bone, hard work indeed today. Thanks, Dimitri, appreciate it. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of work here. So I appreciate the donation, man. Thanks for the support. We're gonna figure this out and get along. We'll do this together here.
We're no ground.
All right, I want to turn down.
Is 180 Romeo.
I'm gonna turn the radio down a little bit. All right, 116.0 on nav 1. We could see our nav 1 radio is showing there. So essentially, guys, since he gave us a different flight plan, we're not going to be able to use our SIVA because I don't want to reprogram that. Alright, I've got my ROM 7 up on my iPad, and I'm going to work on that in the aircraft when we get off the gate. But right now, let's get everything set up here. Let's start closing up doors. Let's run some checklist, and we're going to get off the gate because everything else looks pretty good here. I need to come to the overhead panel here. How's our APU? APU looks good. Everything is good. Let's get our fuel pumps on. Get ready for engine start here. Seatbelts are on. These come on. We're going to go ahead and kill the packs. Start pressure is good. Anti-collision light comes on. And let's get our pushback going.
Route a cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
We're going to back off right there. We don't know exactly which runway we're going to just yet.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Alright, let's run a checklist. Beacon's on, galley power is off, packs are off, bleed is 30 plus PSI, bleed valves are open. Before start, checklist is complete. Let's go ahead and set our course needle for OCS. There it is. Alright, get back to some of the chat here. Apologize for that. Alright, yes, the last update, Dimitri talked about the FD108 flight director and SP77 autopilot. All that stuff is been updated and tuned. It works properly now. And let's take a look at our performance. So here we go. We're going to do a flaps 15 takeoff out of Salt Lake City today. And what we've got here, another donation, pizzicar coming in, $20. Sweet ride. Thanks for the ride along in the jump seat. I appreciate it. It's going to be, hopefully it's not a rough ride, but thanks for the support. Thanks for that giant donation, man. You guys are awesome. You're helping me regain confidence here as I fumble through this procedure with Pilot Edge. If we didn't have Pilot Edge, you know, I'd just say, hey, let's go. I got it programmed, but I want to do it right, so it's a little bit harder. Alright, he wants to push. INS is in nav mode. We are ready to release the brakes. Alright, brakes release. Always make sure you're ready to release the brake before you actually release the brake. But check this out, guys. For our perf data, automatically calculates everything for you. Stab trim 4.2. You just come here, click the little spot, automatically sets your trim. I absolutely love it. Our EPR is going to be 2.14 for for departure, so I'm going to set 2.14 on our EPR gauges there. We can get rid of this dome light up here. Where art thou, dome light? Turn these down. There it is. Alright. Whew. Alright. Jeremy Harvey says, view and check your DM when able. Music requirements will advise intentions. Awesome, Jeremy. I will do that after the stream. Absolutely. Thank you. You guys can also see that the update brought in our new TCAS. So that's good. Speaking of TCAS, we should probably actually put the proper squawk code 4320. And I'm going to put it in TARA because I don't know how this works with Pilot Edge. In real life, we would keep this on probably just altitude on because the controllers don't want to see your altitude reporting on the ground. It just clutters their screen. So they put it on just TA, but I think for the sake of Pilot Edge, we need to have it on completely. So I'm going to put that in TARA. All right. Let's go ahead and make sure we got everything on our checklist. And what am I doing here? That's the doors page. We don't want that. Checklist. All right. Brake set, clear to disconnect. Show me the pin out front. All right, here we go, guys. We're going to start engine 1. I guess I do need a little bit of lighting in here. We got bleed pressure. We're going to start engine 2 first. We're going to go to ground mode. Here comes our N2s. Listen to these engine sounds. Listen to that light off. N1s are on the rise. Thanks for the smooth push. We'll see you next time. Bill Barrett coming in saying of work, unfortunately. Just popping in to say hi. Love the channel. Bill, awesome. Thanks for popping in, saying hi. Appreciate it. All right, low oil pressure light goes out. We can start engine 2, but I'm going to go ahead and go Gen 2 on. You real Boeing guys, let me know if that's proper. Are you supposed to go to Gen 2 and then start the left engine, or do you start them both off the APU? I would assume you'd go to Gen 2 to get the load off the APU, but that's just me assuming things. I don't know if that's accurate or not. All right, let's go to ground mode for engine number 1. Listen to that engine spool up. Watch N2 to 20%, and then we will, there's 20%, introduce fuel, light off. Ooh, man. All right. Let's go to flight. That is good. We no longer need the APU. Oops. APU comes off. We can turn our packs and bleeds on. Gasper fan comes on. No longer need the APU bleed. That goes back into auto. Hydraulics coming online. Yaw damper, galley power. What do we got? Gen 1, Gen 2. Everything else looks good. Boom. All right. Flaps 15. I love that flap sound. I love that flap sound. All right. What's the fastest way to become a commercial pilot, Gavin? Start now, man. That's the fastest way. Start now. Don't look back. All right. Before takeoff, we're going to do that, but when we get up to the runway, anti-ice is on, pitot heat is on, flight instruments are... We're going to run this checklist. Yeah, we're going to run this after we get our departure. And everything else looks good. He did say climb and maintain 10,000... Oops. Wrong camera view there. Climb and maintain 10,000 feet initial. So I'm going to set 10,000 feet. All right. I'm feeling a little bit nervous, but we can do this. We also need to tune the ground controller, which is going to be on... Ground control is 121.9. Aha, ground point niner. Ground point niner, and then runways 16 left to 34 left. Let's see what runway he gives us. Salt Lake ground, Continental 522, just pushed off of Charlie 5, ready taxi. Alright, 16 left via hotel, Continental 522. 16 left via hotel. So that means we are coming out of a Terminal 2 area here. We're going to kind of make our way out to hotel all the way to 16 left, which is over here. So our tower frequency for runway 16 left is going to be a 1905. Let's go ahead and put that in the standby. And then departure frequency. Did he give us I don't think he gave us a departure frequency. So it's probably on the chart. So then we got to come back to the chart for the Salt Lake City 4, which is not that one. Salt Lake 4 departure. Departure control is 24.3. So we'll put that in COM 2, ready to roll. Alright. Brakes released. Let's go listen to these engines, baby. Watch your ears as we go to the flyby view. I love it. Okay, let's not run into Southwest over there. We're too busy having fun. All these ground trucks give me anxiety. Alright. Whew. Carter says, I always thought to turn both gens on after both engines have started, but that could be operator error. Yeah, I don't know exactly what the real procedure is, Carta. I mean, I guess you could do that too, but I just figure it's easier. Maybe I should have went out that way, but we'll go out this way. But I think it would be less strain on the APU gen if you flip over to Gen 2, but who knows. Alright, so Echo and then Hotel, which should be that one over there behind the sign. I can't read it. Yeah, it is. I am using, forget which, listen to those brake sounds. Oh, it didn't work that time. Alright, here's Hotel. I tell you, the sounds in this airplane are the best in the game. And they're completely free. They come with the airplane as they should. Unbelievable. Alright, we're going to do a flight control check. Alright, let's take a look at this departure while we're taxiing down here. So, we're going to go off 16 left. The narrative is on the following page, of course. Did I download the narrative? I don't think I did. And I don't want to...
Bueno ground Pilatus 180 Romeo.
It's really loud.
Just push the back from the gate.
Really loud. HD says, gens are turn off when you have 2 good engine start. Oh, and the Moose says after you start, you kick both gens. Okay. Then, alright. So I'll kick both gens after engine start. Must be a Boeing thing. Carter says he couldn't hear ATC. Anybody else not hear ATC? I should have it, should be on. He's not talking right now, but should be on there. Alright, we're going to run some checklists, and we're going to go over our departure and everything when we get to the end of the runway. With this airplane, you definitely don't do anything until your brain has already flown through there at least 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes beforehand. So we're going to take it to the end of the runway, and we're going to hold short. I'm going to go through the checklist, and we're going to go through some departure stuff as well. Look at this beautiful ortho out there on this. Oh my gosh, this looks so nice. The cabin sounds. All right, watch your ears as we go outside. Oh boy, stay on the center line. I'll try to warn you guys when we do the outside views. I know these JT8Ds are very high-pitched. Man, I love this plane. Did I set the proper altimeter? I don't think I did. 3004. 3004. Approaching 16 left. Carter says, I hope so. The sounds for the Q400 are just as good. And we're going to need a minute holding short for Continental 522. There's that hold short, runway 16 left, Continental 522. Yeah, he wanted us to, he thought we were ready to roll. I ain't that good, man. I'm not that good. I gotta review some stuff here. That's one of those times, guys, when you're coming up, there's a lot of pilots that are in training in the Discord that watch my streams, and that's a good point right there. Like, what just happened is ATC said, hey, clear for takeoff, go. Now, what some guys would do, the inexperienced would say, oh my god, we gotta go, we gotta go. But the reality is you don't. Tell ATC you need a minute, put the parking brake on, and let's run through some checklists. Let's get the aircraft exactly set up the way we want it to be. So, before takeoff checklist, anti-ice as required, pitot heat is on, flight instruments are set for departure. So we're going off runway 16. I'm going to put my heading bug on runway 160. We're going to be going to Oscar Charlie Sierra, which is 116.0, which I have tuned into COM 1 right there. I've got signal already. So our flight instruments are set, flight controls are checked, speed brake is down, stab trim set for takeoff, flaps 15, ooh, no they're not, look at that, flaps 15. Flap set 15, green light. Galley power is on, electrical, no lights. Fuel heat is off, hydraulics pressure and quantity. That looks good. APU as required. Pressure is set for cruise altitude 31,000 feet. Flight ground switches to flight. EPR and bugs are set. All right, so our bugs are set. Everything looks good. And I'm just going to verify. Unfortunately, you guys can't see my ROM's arrival. But essentially, after OCS, we're going to be tracking east on 093, which is what we're going to do is there. I like to cheat. I showed you this before. 093 will be our outbound from the VOR once we get there. So I just set my, if I can do it here, I set my ADF to 93 to remind me what my course will be. Okay, I think we are ready to go. One last time, let's look at this departure. Off runway 16, straight out, radar vectors to Oscar Charlie Sierra. We're climbing and maintaining 10,000 feet. Okay, let me just pull up the... I'm looking at my chart here for the departure on Salt Lake. I wanted to see the textual. For 16, climb on heading 163. Okay, so that's what it is. Climb on heading 163. 163 is set. We're ready to go, guys. And Salt Lake Tower, Continental 522, ready for departure, 16 left.
Continental 522, wind 1507, flighting 160, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
16 left, heading 160, clear for takeoff, Continental 522. All right, we are clear for takeoff, guys. Let's get out of here. Super chat, Captain Clueless, V1, I love your stuff. Keep up the great content. Airbus rocks, but this Back to the Future episode rocks also. Yeah, man. I love Airbus, but you gotta love the old school. You gotta appreciate the old school flying, man. This is when pilots were actually pilots. We're gonna fly heading 160 up to 10,000 feet. Expecting radar vectors to Oscar Charlie Sierra.
Reno Tower, Pilatus, 180 Romeo, ready for the departure.
Number 180 Romeo, Reno Tower, wind calm, runway 3.
Alright, I put that in the go-around track just so I get a nice pitch up there. I don't know if this is accurate or not, but spool up 50%. Here we go. No auto throttle, so we got to set the thrust manually. We're looking for 2.14 on the EPers. Don't over EPer. 2.14.
Number 416, Chili Kilo, clear to the U.S. airport. The radar vectors. 80 knots.
Thrust is set.
Maintain 2,000, expect 4,000, 10 minutes after departure. Normal departure frequency 127.4. Squawk 2616. E1, rotate.
Rotate. In words of Captain Canada. Positive rate and gears coming up.
Number 6, Chili Kilo, read that correct.
That looks awesome. I really need to be inside flying the airplane. That's our outer marker or inner marker beacon there. Our acceleration altitude. We'll go ahead and lower that nose. And let's go ahead and go here, here, IAS hold, and heading select. Don't descend on me now. Flaps 0.
Taxi via Hotel Charlie, November Delta, cross runway 10 Charlie. Runway 2. Actually, what I'm going to do is taxi on the right. Get to right, that's where I am.
Go ahead and increase to 250 knots here.
Number
Turn up the ATC just a little bit.
Cross runway 17 and hold short of runway 12.
7 climbing 10,000. That looks good. Ooh, rip frames. Whew.
Number 416, July. Yeah, runway 20 is in use, not runway 2. Runway 20.
That looks good. That looks good. I'm using the ForkBoy HD. Oh, shit. Alright, we got an emergency here. We got an engine fire. Rip stream. Continental 522 declaring an emergency engine fire. We need to return to Salt Lake.
Roger, connect departure.
Departure Continental 522. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we've got an engine fire on number 1. That's what happens when you spend your time looking outside, guys. Engine 1 confirmed. That's coming back to idle here. Let's fly the airplane.
Number 18 Zulu, we're going to connect northbound departure.
Fly the airplane. Okay. Engine 1 confirmed. I can't press it down. Alright, we're going to turn flight director off.
20, taxi via Mike, cross runway 12 at Mike.
Acknowledge that we have an engine failure. Speed is 230. This is where it would help to have a engine failure procedure out. Radar departure, Continental 522, level 10,000, declaring an emergency. We need to return to Salt Lake, requesting radar vectors.
Continental 522, Salt Lake departure, turning 280, radar contact.
Right turn 280, Continental 522.
Number 18 Zulu, runway, north departure, radar contact.
I need to blow the bottle. Why can't I blow this fire bottle here?
Continental 522, is it your engine number 1 or engine number 2?
We have an engine 1 fire, and we have 78 souls on board.
Roger, thanks. And also fuel remaining when you're able.
Roger, standby, Continental 522. Alright, coming up to 280. I can't get the fire T-handle to push down. I'm trying to maintain 250 here. We got to get this fucking fire out. Excuse my language here, but this is not cool. Why can't I push the T-handle down?
Continental 522, turn heading 340, maintain 9,000.
9,000, right turn 340, Continental 522. Alright, so I can't get the fire handle down. So we're probably going to burn up and die. Well, we're going to fly the airplane. 340 on the heading. .250 on the speed. Let's start slowing down. Let's come back to 180 knots, reducing thrust on engine number 1. Let's go ahead and secure these tanks here. Crossfeed comes on. Those pumps come off. I'm starting the APU. 340, maintain 9,000. We've got just over 8,000 pounds of fuel. Continental 522, we have 8,000 pounds fuel remaining.
Continental 522, roger, you can expect visual approach, runway 16 left.
Roger, expect visual 16 left, Continental 522. Level 9,000. Oh boy. Well, rip stream. Luckily, we're going to be under max landing weight. I really want to extinguish this fire.
Number 416,
There we go.
Executive Tower.
Alright, the fire's out now. I'm not sure if we actually blew the bottle or not. 340 on the heading. We have an engine 1 failure now. Our fuel pumps are secured. Our APU is spooling up. We're slowing to about 200 knots. Maintaining 9,000 feet as best we can here. Single pilot emergency.
132.2.
Speed's coming back. I want to get flaps 5 out. Now this is where you definitely need an FO, so you can have somebody working the radios. Flaps 2. Alright, below 225, flaps coming to 5 degrees. We're slowing to 180 knots. Will it hold altitude single engine? I don't think it will. Nope. Alright, there's our runway down there. That's the autopilot disconnecting.
November 18 Zulu Romeo, center color maintain for level
Okay.
200.
Let's see what else we can do here.
November 6 Zulu Kilo,
Engine fire checklist. Thrust levers closed. Start lever. Confirm engine 1. Confirm. Cut off. Engine fire switch pull. And we pulled it. If fire warning light remains lit, engine fire handle rotate. We did. If fire persists, rotate handle in the other direction. We did. Land at nearest suitable airport. Electrical load monitor. Fuel shutoff switch closed. Fuel shutoff switch. Alright. Hydraulic system A fluid shutoff closed. Now, if I could have 4 hands, I would do that. Engine bleed air switch closed. We gotta go ahead and turn off engine bleed.
You can turn your base here in about 9 miles if you're ready. If not, then I can extend you further.
Yeah, we can accept that at 9 miles, Continental 522.
Continental 522, descend to maintain 6,000.
Descend to maintain 6,000, Continental 522. Alright, engine beat switch is closed. Pack, if applicable, we don't need it. We're gonna go ahead and shut off pack number 1. Anti-ice valves are closed.
Turn right heading 360.
Right turn 360, descending 6,000, Continental 522. Alright, so 360 down to 6,000 feet. Alright, well I apologize for missing all the chat messages, guys, but this is what happens when you try to stream maximum realism and you overboost your engines because you're looking outside.
Number 6, Kilo correct. IPOF, resume on navigation.
Alright, so our engine fire checklist is complete. Emergency landing, 1 engine in up, plan flaps 15, and set VREF plus 15. Okay. Alright, so set bugs, landing 15. Set bugs.
The speed restrictions on the arrival.
Our VREF is going to be 139, single engine. 7 for 6,000.
November 8 Zulu Romeo, delete speed restrictions on the arrival so you can disregard all the speed restrictions on the arrival.
Alright, 7 descending 6,000 now, speed 195.
522, turn right heading 100.
Right turn 100, Continental 522. Alright, right turn to 100. Now, if I had my FO, could you set the squawk to emergency, please? 1,000 to go. Folks on the flight deck, this is Captain speaking. If you look out the left side of the aircraft, you will notice that our engine 1 has caught fire and failed. No reason to worry though, we have secured the engine, the fire is out, we are returning to Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake Airport, 3 o'clock, 10 miles.
Inside Continental 522.
Continental 522, clear approach, runway 16 left.
Clear approach 16 left, Continental 522. Alright, we're cleared to visual approach 16 left. We do apologize for the delay this morning. We will have you rebooked on a brand new 737-200 shortly after returning to the gate in Salt Lake City. All right, we're cleared for the visual approach. We're going to maintain 6,000.
Salt Lake Tower, 100.05.
1905 Continental 522. I don't want that. I want 1905. Tower Continental 9. Continental 522, visual 16 left, declaring an emergency.
Continental 522, Salt Lake Tower, 16 left, clear to land with 150 at 7.
16 left, clear to land, Continental 522. Alright, I would like to have the localizer programmed in here. I do not. That would be helpful for the FO to go ahead and program everything. We got 4 reds. We're going to maintain about 5,300 feet until we start seeing some white on that Pappy there. Alright, so our VREF 139 plus 15 is going to be 149 and 5, 144. I was looking for a VREF. Let's go flaps 10. Gears coming down. We're still all red and maintain 5,300 feet. We're slowing to ref. Alright, there's some white. Gear down in 3 green, flaps 15, 1,000 feet. I think we're a little bit below it. What did I say? 149, 154 should be our ref speed, right? Need a little bit more speed. Launch our sync right there. $154 seems fast. That would be something to know in type rating school. Do you add 15 to VREF or is it 139? Because I feel like 154 would be excessive for the aircraft. She seems happy at about 139, so we're gonna just roll with it for now.
300.
Thanks for the subscribe. I apologize, guys. This is not what you were expecting today.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
We're down. Hey, look at that. 185 feet per minute. I'll take that. That's better than my Airbus landings. Or just idle on the reverse, because we only have one operating engine. 70 knots. Well, welcome to Salt Lake. Sorry, guys. That was unexpected, to say the least.
Continental 522 intention, you're going to look text back to the gate.
That's affirmative. We can taxi back to the gate, Continental 522.
Continental 522, text to Ramp Hotel, remain restricted.
Ramp via hotel, stay with you, Continental 522. Thanks for your help. Okay, so that was not what I expected. I am pretty much toasted after that. Do you guys want to see anything else, or should we just call it a day at that? Let me know in the comments. We could take up an Airbus real quick if you want, complete our flight, but I don't know if I've got it in me to do another 732 after that. I'm gonna put APU gen back online here. I wonder if I should have done that earlier. All right. Yeah, I wonder if I should have done that earlier because I started the APU. I guess I could have put Gen 1 back on the APU generator. I know the Airbus does that automatically. I don't know if that's Boeing, what the procedure is for the Boeing on that one, but we'll take a look at that replay. And I don't really feel like taxiing all the way back around, so we're going to park over here by Alaska because we have an emergency. We need to get people off the airplane. Let's go ahead and put that generator online as well. And we should have turned all these lights off. Whew. Can we get an F in chat for that JT8D engine? Yeah. Oh my gosh, that truck. Stop that. I gotta take a look at that landing. It seemed pretty good. I definitely bounced a little bit though. I had a little too much flare, but we survived, guys. Not gonna lie, that was kind of fun. Live streaming a failure like that, completely unexpected. But I definitely felt unprepared. I should have had engine failure procedure and everything. Oh no. I'm looking for the parking brake. There we go. Okay, let's secure it. Whew. Disconnect from pilot edge. Let's take a look at that replay. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, plugins, let's go ahead and turn off the... I'm going to catch up with the chat messages here, guys. I totally ignored you. I apologize. I just did not want to be the first streamer on YouTube to crash live. So, real view is going to be shut off there. Let's take a look at this replay. Alright. I'm going to back it up just a little bit further so we can talk. Alright. Hey, Alberto Delgadillo coming in with Super Chat $5. Hey, V1, I'm down for some Airbus. Alright, man, let me know. I can fire up an Airbus real quick and we can do the flight over to Denver. If you'd like to, let me know, guys. Let's do a popular vote here. I apologize. I really wanted to do this full flight FJ Flight J Sim. We may have to postpone it till next week. Alright, Mad Mantis, the specs for my PC. I'm running an i9-9900. I got 32 gig of RAM and an I said the i7 and a GTX1070. I apologize for the description not being in there. That's a YouTube thing now. It's after the update with Streamlabs. It's all jacked up. Sam Cannon, I came in at the right time. Yeah, no problem. Daniel Smith, you were late. You didn't miss anything. Carter says, good job, though. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Daniel Smith would like to see another 732. We want to see more failures in NASA 6. Oh boy. Aero Rocket, how do you put AviTab in the cockpit? That's with the new FlyJ Sim update. That comes automatically. I'm going to change to the external view here, guys. Actually, let's watch it from here. Look at this. Look at the spoilers at 15. I think it's 15 degrees. With the control column, you get spoiler deflection. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. But that AviTab is an update, free update that just came with the 737. Oh boy. Nice touchdown there. Daniel Smith says, we're sorry your flight returned to its original airport in Salt Lake. To compensate, we will now merge with United Airlines so we can afford the compensation money. That's so funny, man. Hey, that would be funny. What we should do is we should take up that United 319 again. We'll take these passengers off and put them on a real airplane. Put them on an Airbus. How's that? Oops, we don't want to go over there. We'll put them on a real Airbus. Dougal says, V1, please, let's have some Airbus. All right, let's do the Airbus. Dimitri says it. Okay, here we go, guys. We're going to watch this replay, and then we're going to service the aircraft. I'm going to load up the 319, and we'll go ahead and do it. We'll do a 319 flight back to Denver. Or we can do 320. Pop a comment in the chat right now. You want to see 319 or 320? The first one to 3 wins. 319 or 320 to Denver. I want to watch this from the runway. Here we are. We're coming in. Look at that single engine. Look at the smoke from that JT8D. This, guys, this is one of my favorite modules in X-Plane. I swear, it is the complete package. Listen to that engine coming in. A little bit of bank. You guys gotta smash the like button for that sound. Look at that. A little bit of early flare there. That's probably my Airbus-isms. Whoop. A little bit of bouncy bounce. Little bouncy bounce. All right, one more time. Coming over the runway just because that sounded so good. Coming in over the runway. What about apologize for headphone users there. Okay, 319 it is. All right, this is the last replay, and 319 it is. Look at that, though. Last replay, and we're going to service. I'll fire up the 319, guys. Man, I mean, look at that flight modeling, though. You got a little bit of bank. I was using the rudder, so identifying a dead engine in a twin-engine aircraft, dead foot, dead engine. So I was pretty much all right rudder, and my left foot was, we call it dead foot, dead engine, because you need to compensate with the right rudder because you have the operating engine on that side. Oh man, I want to go to the runway though, just because this sound. Everybody listen to this. Headphone users, beware. Beautiful. All right, guys, I'm going to throw up the Be Right Back screen. It's going to take me, maybe less than 5 minutes, hopefully. I'm going to fire up the 319, and we are going to get out of here. We're merging Continental United, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Thanks for hanging out in chat. Thanks for sticking around and being a good crowd for unexpected emergencies. I will be right back. See you at the merger. All right, everybody, welcome back. Man, we have successfully merged Continental Airlines with United, and we are sitting at an A319. We're going to fire this thing up here. We're going to let Pilot Edge rest. I just want to get this going. You guys want to see Pilot Edge? If not, I'll file a quick flight plan. But if not, we'll just get it going here. I might have time to file one. Let's see. We got that lined up. We need to get this APU fired up here. We'll turn on the overhead signs. Man, I feel so much more at home already. I got the aviators aligning. We should probably turn on the nav lights. That would be good. That would be good. Nav barrel ref disagree. Not a problem. Here we go. I don't know why it got so dark all of a sudden. Everyone wants to see Pilot Edge. Okay, all right, okay. All right, Ira, we need a line anyway in less than 7 minutes. So I will let you guys look at a nice wing view here. But that, ooh, that's an ugly delta. Let's do this view right here. And let me file this flight plan on Pilot Edge. Oh, man, I'm exhausted after that, guys. What's our aircraft identification going to be? It's going to be uniform... United. We're gonna do the same flight number, 522, and we are a slant Zulu, and we need a route of flight. How about the? Let's just do the same route he gave us. It was the SLC 4, Oscar Charlie Sierra, ROMS. RAMMS7. I'm just putting a little note in the flight plan here. Merger completed by Continental taking passengers from emergency flight on a real plane. All right, hopefully they don't get mad. We're going to go 450 knots, true airspeed. Departure is SLC. Arriving location is Denver. Cruising altitude, we're going to go 31,000 feet. This is United 522 now. And hopefully he's not going to be mad at us for that. We're going to file a flight plan. Okie dokie. The flight plan has been filed. Flight plan has been filed. And my chat box disappeared. All right. Let's get everything back in order here. We need to organize our situation. Get rid of that. Everything else looks good. And where can I get my... Now I'm looking... There we go. All right. Overhead looks normal. Flight plan, we're going to initialize from KSLC to KDEN. United 522. And our cost index is going to be 99 because we need to make up for lost time for our passengers. Cruise altitude is 31,000 feet. Align on a ref, please. We're going to program the flight plan as soon as we pick up the clearance, which we need to get from clearance delivery, which is going to be, I forget, 27.3. Now watch your eyes a second, guys. I'm trying to remember where my key binding is. There we go. I know that bothers some of you guys when I switch around that head view there. 27.3 for clearance. What are you barking at? Oh, barrel ref. Okay, we'll fix that. No worries. Daniel Smith says, I don't know if my headphones suck, but the JT8Ds didn't destroy my ears. Well, that's good. I'm glad that they didn't, because I had the volume down pretty significantly in the sim. I was trying to avoid any damage to eardrums. All right. Let's try this again. Headed good up more than Salt Lake clearance. This is United 522 looking to pick up IFR to Denver. Oh, hey, you know what? It always helps if you connect to Pilot Edge before you try to call them. Just a pro tip for you guys. Make sure you are indeed connected. All right.
Connected to Pilot Edge.
Salt Lake clearance. Good afternoon, round 2. This is United 522 looking to pick up IFR to Denver.
United 522, Salt Lake clearance for Denver Airport, Salt Lake 4 departure, vectors to Rock Springs, then as filed. Maintain 10,000, squawk 3532.
All right, clear to Denver Airport, Salt Lake 4, departure, Rock Springs, radar vectors, Rock Springs, then as filed. Climb maintain 10,000, squawking 3532 for United 522.
United 522, read back correct.
All right. United 522. So we've got that, and we also need to put in the ground control was 121.9. I remember that. And Tower Freak, we're going off 1.6 left, I'm pretty sure. I've got all my stuff for the wrong airplane now. Tower frequency for 1.6 left is going to be 1905. Man, it feels good to be back home. I do love that 732, but 1905 is set. Our squawk code was 3532. And we're going to go ahead and turn that on and put that in transponder mode and above mode. And what do we got for weather? 3003 on the Barrows. 3003 set once, set twice. 2 minutes on the alignment phase there, and not a problem. IMDimitri says, don't forget to hydrate with those Coronas. Dimitri, I'm definitely going to be hydrating with those Coronas here momentarily. Thank goodness I wasn't on those Coronas when we were departing out of here earlier, huh? That would have been something. All right, IRS line in less than 1 minute. I need to get my head back in the game here. I feel all discombobulated. All right. Let's run a checklist. That's always a good thing to do, right? Pre-flight checklist. The maintenance log and tail number that's on board and checked. Gear pins and covers are removed. The signs are on and auto. ADIRS is, we're just about to be in nav mode. Fuel. Do we have enough gas? Yes, we do. 6.9 is on board. 6.5 is required. Altimeters 3003 set once, twice, and 3 times. EFB is checked. Pre-flight check is complete. Captain Geo coming in with a $2 super chat. Thank you for the support, man. 300 IQ for the captain. Forgot to connect to Pilot Edge. Yeah, I screwed that up, man. Thanks for that, Geo. Appreciate the support, man. Glad to have you here, man. You guys are rock stars. Appreciate you sticking with me here. All right, Iris is on the line in 0 minutes. Well, let's go ahead and throw in this flight plan. It's a pretty short one. We're going to depart off 1.6 left on the Salt Lake 4 and insert that. I know it says 3, but that's because I don't have the proper database. So OCS And then after OCS, it's going to be ROMs, direct to ROMs, followed by the arrival into Denver. I have no idea what they're going to be landing. Let's assume 3-4 left, I guess, for now. And throw in the ROM 7. Or ROM 6 in this case. No vias. We're not doing a via. And we're coming off of Rock Springs transition. Alright, let's take a look at this flight plan because I feel like it's going to screw me here. OCS. Alpo. Okay, that looks good. All the way down into Denver. Boom. No secondary to hard tune. So that goes to show you guys. So back in the day, that engine failure like that, everything is, that's why a two crew is so important, because your FO would then be tuning the radios, running the checklist while you're flying. You saw me struggling to, I mean, I'm just struggling just to maintain the airplane level and fly it, let alone do the procedures and secure the engine and all that. So it takes a lot of work, especially in those older aircraft. Now, in the Airbus, had that happened to us in the Airbus, all I would have had to do is select heading, activate the secondary flight plan, and we would have been vectored right back around, and we could have done the checklist, nothing to worry about. So that goes to show you, you know, the modern technology and how it's, you know, how it's really improved safety in aviation. All right, we need to go to here. 1+F on 16 left. 150. 150. 152. Whoops. Got us flexing at 64 this morning with a flaps of 1. All right, so that is set. Aircraft is loaded. Let's get everything else ready to roll here. Before start checklist, windows, doors, and slides, they are closed and armed. Beacon. That is on. Thrust levers idle, parking brake is on for now. Transponder is in transponder mode. Before start checklist complete. Let's get the heck out of here, guys.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Right where you pushed me last time.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
All right, we are loaded up. Doors are closed. Tech asked, can you just do the redo the flight with the 200? Yeah, Tech, I would, but I mean, I want to use Steven. I want to do it right. I don't want to be rushed. So we're definitely gonna. Who's that? Was that Lewis again? But what was I saying? Oh yeah, I would do it again, but I'm gonna do it probably next week. Sometimes we'll revisit the 732. That departure phase is so critical.
Okay. All doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
And I'll have to rewatch the stream and see what. But when I was looking outside at the wing views and stuff, I should have been inside because I should have had a thrust reduction and I should have brought back the thrust levers. But I'm pretty sure I was overboosting the EPR, so I'm almost positive that was pilot induced, pilot error. And that's on me. I should have brought back those thrust levers because you need to be climbing out. I believe it's 92%. Excuse me. I believe it's 92%. So, anyway, that's, you know, it happens. But hey, it's kind of cool that that happened on the stream live because you guys got to see me in a complete unfamiliar environment, unscripted, complete surprise. So, I hope I lived up to your expectations. Brakes release, clear to push. Captain Clueless coming in, $6 donation. V1, I feel like I jinxed you with the Airbus comment. You rocked it anyway. Captain Clueless, thanks for the donation, man. Thanks for the support. I'm glad I rocked it. I really hope that didn't let you guys down. We are going to revisit the 737. Don't worry, as the tug driver pushes us into some baggage carts. But we are going to fly it again, maybe even tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow we'll do a 732 stream because that airplane does not get the love it appreciates. I think our tug driver might be Dimitri. Dimitri, are you down there in the tug? All those Coronas you've been sipping on in Greece? I'm pretty sure this is a... Oh, rip. X-Plane. RIP X-Plane.
So that's 4361, read that correct.
Well, that is awesome. You know what, guys? I tried it again, but I think that's just a sign that, hey, it's not happening. It's not happening this morning. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to shut down the stream for now, and I will regroup, and I'm not going to make any promises, but I'm going to try to do another stream this afternoon. So be a lookout, and we'll try to redo this flight after the stream. I should have probably reloaded X-Plane. I just switched aircraft. I should have just reloaded X-Plane. But unfortunately, that sucks. So I apologize, guys. Let me take a couple hours, regroup. I'm gonna get some Coronas, and hopefully in a couple hours here we'll redo this live stream for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'm really sorry, guys. So I apologize for this. Give me a couple hours and we'll revisit this. I'll decide if it'll be the 7.3 or the Airbus. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Kind of a cluster this morning. We'll see you on the next one.
This is how I show my love.